husband recently retired from active duty military service after 24 odd years, and we had moved on average every probably 3 years. Never really had roots, if you will, and I feel like the opportunity to participate with Heroes in Transition gave me that sense of place and that support, if you will. So recently this year, I had a realization that this was home. And I think I owe a lot of that to the group that, that we had in January, February, and March, and the support that I've found with just the community there.
The Heroes in Transition did during the COVID experience when everyone was socially distanced was to provide a Zoom opportunity for folks to get together and talk about coping strategies. And we have brought in outside folks to teach us some strategies. And we talked about spiritual resilience. We talked about various strategies that we've taught to each other in the group and provided weekly support for each other. But mostly what it's done is provide us the peer-to-peer support and connection to help us to continue to be connected and to grow during this time, so that although we've had to be socially distanced, we haven't been socially isolated as much as we otherwise might be. So it's allowed us to be connected to our military brothers and sisters through this event.
Being a part of Fit Week was kind of a surprise to us. We're not horse people. My daughters, my niece and nephew, this is their first time riding a horse. This whole week has been awesome. And to share Cindy Jones' vision on adventure, education, building family memories there's no words that can explain, how grateful we are to be a part of that vision. And being here for this whole week, it's been really exciting. She has such a brilliant idea to bring families together in a certain way where we can meet new military families, and that's what keeps coming back. Like all the events we do, I get to meet new people. All the families that we are interacting with all have the same issues. They're all transferring. They don't know a lot of people. This brings everybody together, and as soon as you get here, you have a family.
Just think, no matter where you are in your own comfort level with yourself, with other people, whatever whether you're a vet with PTSD or you're a vet that's had a relatively easy time in your military service, or you're still trying to kind of find your way out, whether you've been out for a long time or you just got out. This is a great resource that is provided for you to kind of challenge yourself to try something different, whether you've been on a horse before or you've never been on a horse. It isn't just teaching you about horses, it's teaching you about life.
Reboot was, or is, for me, an opportunity to meet with like-minded women in a supportive environment where you're learning self-care, resilience. We practiced Reiki, meditation. It was quite life-changing, and I can't even quite explain how or why, because I had attended a lot of retreats and similar events in the past that were good. And you kind of file it away when you come home and you try to take what works. And with Reboot, it never went away. But those relationships stayed, and we were able to keep in touch even, remotely. And it has been kind of a blessing. In fact, they called it, in the first day we talked about it being a gift. Cindy and Marie had talked about the acronym. I'm going to just refer back: go inward to find your true self. And I thought, okay, prove it. And oh, did they? It was just fantastic. My family noticed, just every night I'd come home and kind of couldn't stop talking about how amazing it was and how I've, just up to a new level, or leveled up, if you will. Each week was a new epiphany, if you will, about how to understand what we were doing with our relationships and how we communicated with our family members, our colleagues, our friends, and eventually all my friends and family found out about it too, because I just couldn't stop talking about it.
I think it's for me, it's a good way to separate from, like I said, all the stress earlier that we have going on, for everything going on around us. This is the best kind of break, because you come here, you have to clear your mind, because you can't hop on a horse they feel everything that you feel. So it's good to just kind of let everything go, and we'll deal with it later. We'll just be there for the horse because it can sense everything.
It's nice to just watch everybody and everybody's interacting and just kind of forging new friendships and making new connections with other people that just have shared.
Thank you guys for
Yeah,
everything.
shared
Yeah,
experiences.
it's
It's been great. Yeah, we just can't say enough about it.
I am so thankful for the programs like Heroes in Transition, because it's very easy for a lot of people to fall through the cracks. They often become not eligible for service, or they may feel that they're not eligible for service, or the service may not quite be to the point that it understands that, hey, going outside and walking through the woods or sitting in a kayak with a couple people and your significant others is a form of therapy. But I really appreciate that the countless people across America that make programs like this happen, and I especially thank the people of Heroes in Transition that make all the events I've been to really special.